need a little help sometime. And everybody thinks I'm just fine. I'm the strong one. Everybody thinks I'm fine. Oh, but right now, got my head down, and I'm praying that someone see. Little along in my house with the lights out. Because someone will see me through these shakes. I'm smiling through the pain. No one to blame but me. I just need someone to say, it's gonna be okay. Ooh. Wake up. Wake up. Turn around, always looking down at all I see. Like the faces fill the places I can't reach. You know that I could use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you. My Renaissance grandmama. Yeah, it's hot. It was 98 degrees here today. With the heat index feel like 106. We ain't had no rain. Oh man, it's been almost 2 months. We had a few little pop-up showers, like 2 or 3 minutes. Wasn't enough for nothing. Stuff is so dry here. Been having to water every day, twice a day. Need to be watering my in-ground trees, but man, we got like 20% chance of rain for Tuesday. I think it's a 30 Wednesday. No, I think it's 20 Wednesday and 30 Thursday and like a 20% chance Friday. So maybe we'll get some rain, man, because it's no rain. Whew, my blueberry bushes is burning up. Everything just leaves is just burning. All of a sudden, what I'm watering, my figs they drooping now. Leaves keep turning yellow, falling off. DJ Ron the mechanic, what's going on, family? We can use some rain as well. Y'all can use some rain as well. Been forever for y'all too. How's that garden? Oh, you just moved in your new house. You ain't really got a garden right now, do you? But still, even with this heat, some stuff is still looking pretty good. Mainly the citrus and the guavas, because I water them though. Because he is righteous. Go to Hebrews chapter 10. If you will fully sin, he gonna make them mad again. Boy, I'm still going in. Y'all started y'all fall garden yet? I put out some. Well, I did that little live with. I was putting out them turnip greens and them collard greens. Man, they still hadn't germinated. They still ain't popped up. My little cabbage and cabbage so far I got planted in this little raised bed here. I got some beans going. Still got to get kicking it with the roots. What's going on, family? Congratulations on that 70K and tell little man happy birthday. Lord's gardening more. How you doing? Indoors and out. Yeah. It's hot and fire, boy. It's so hot and dry here, the ground cracking. K. Renee's garden, how you doing today? I had to fight it. Slaying demon habit. As far as tomatoes is, I mean, they got some leaves on them. They ain't looking too hot. Got a little blight I need to cut out. But man, they putting on tomatoes like crazy still. I just picked a few hollow. Yeah, the peppers is doing great. David Mario, thanks for coming. Yeah, the peppers, as far as cayenne peppers and jalapeno peppers, they doing great. My little pepper plant, my jalapeno pepper, I topped it. Boy, it never grew. It never grew much taller. I mean, it's just bushing out like crazy. Putting on peppers like crazy. We picked a lot of peppers, jalapeno peppers off of them, but it's not getting big at all. So I don't let the peppers get the biggest size as they, so because they'll pull the plant over, boy. But they get pretty good size before I pull them off. They still hot and fire. Them cayennes, boy, they been showing out. Yeah, we still got a lot of tomatoes. Just now getting the bigger tomatoes, though. Some of mine have GR gone. What we say? I'll be in the bushes. My dinner is ready. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you listening. That's all. Hit that like button. 17 people. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's getting about time for we start getting stuff ready for winter. I got a whole greenhouse I need to get put up. So Lewis, Alberto, I appreciate you coming. From Mexico. I know you probably appreciate this guava then. Yeah, it's my pink guava, my pink guava and my white guava. I had both of those for 4 years now. And the year before last, they died back to the ground. Well, not to the ground. They died back to a little nub. And now, both of them flowering. One's got a guava. Let me turn this off. We'll make them mad again. Boy, I'm still going in. I just read it. I ain't write it. I had control of my flesh. I had to fight it. Black guns and garden. What's going on, bro? It's the pink guava. I posted that short yesterday. If any of y'all see, you see, look at after one day, guava flowers only last one day. They beautiful for one day. After that, they like this. That's the one from yesterday. That's what a guava flower bud looks like. This is a pink guava. And that's what the fruit look like. Wait, let's get the Cheapest chapter 10. Fights if you were fully sin. Cause he gonna make them mad again. Boy, I'm still going in. That right there. This one was a Saturday. This one was Friday. Them guava flowers only beautiful for one day. After they bloom, that was yesterday. After they bloom, they start turning brown. You have the strawberry guava, Homestead of Rachel, and the white guava is up there, but its flower buds look a little different. They don't get as don't look so far. They ain't got as big as the flower buds on these pink guava. My pineapple guava, I thought it was fruiting, but no, it's just more leaves it's putting out. But it's been in the ground 3 years. But when I first got it though, it was a little bitty thing, so I gotta take into account with that. Growing what I eat. What's going on, bro? My flesh, I had to fight it. That little bed right there is where I just put them cabbage at. I think I put like 4 off in there, 4 or 5. Finally started to get some nice sized melon, boy. My melon's been in the ground since, man, April, I believe. Yeah, April. And we just now getting really good melons. Before then, I mean, we got a bunch of male flowers, but now they putting on so many melons right now, it's unreal. But we ain't getting the rain, so I'm having to keep watering. You can see the black drip I got up over there now. I have to put my little drip back up over there and everything. We just ain't getting no rain. We ain't getting no rain at all. Let me turn this camera off for 1 second so I can take it off this tripod. See, I can get it on this tripod now. On this. Yeah, it's dry here. It's really dry. Let me show you my blueberry plants, well, how dry it is. Look at it. It's one of them right there, boy. So far, most of them looking pretty good, but you got a few. It's just still not looking good at all. It's really, really dry. The strawberries and stuff, they get water because I got the drip down, but they ain't getting as much on the blueberries because I don't have as much drip as I need to actually get where the blueberries are. Yeah, my melons, they just now really coming in decently. Before then, like I was saying, we was getting a bunch of male flowers. I just seen who was it? Somebody just clocked in a 54-pounder. Good God. Look at that. Aphis. Back it up so I can focus a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Aphis all over my Carlos muscadine on the tips. So I've been spraying that off. But the mans keep on trying to bring it back. Remember, this Carlos muscadine is the one that grew back. And it's putting on grapes like crazy. They ain't gonna have enough time to ripen. But they still trying to put out grapes. Even this blue Concord, I had to take like 3 clusters off of that one because they just really weren't gonna have enough time. This pink pineapple guavas is the one I was talking about. I was hoping that was flower buds, but it is not. It's just another leaf. Just another leaf. And I got a little yellow guava there. Supposed to be lemon guava. That thing died back to the ground. Then it's coming back, looking pretty good, but it'll die right back to the ground in the wintertime. So these Concord, blue Concords, if you get a chance to get some of them, then get them. Those Florida Giants coming along. Yeah. Pick one so far, them Florida Giants. It didn't get as big as I needed it to, so I ain't even recorded. I think it's like 18 pounds. You can see the tomatoes, for the most part, they still looking pretty good. You got some damage on them. This time of the year is when we start getting our hornworms. Just now you start getting hornworms. Last year was the same time of this year too, so I just gotta remember this time of the year is when the hornworms come in. Here, anyway. And these are all my cayenne peppers. You can see, they got peppers all over. Yeah, it's just been hot and dry here. Real hot, real dry, real cracking. Still getting a lot of okra. Melons over here too. That's the Georgia rattlesnakes. One right there. Pretty good size one right there. Ain't nothing about a little 5 or 6 pounds right now. Yeah. Yeah, you can start watching for them hornworms this time of the year around here, because that's when we get them. You know, I hate spiders, y'all. You know, I'll pick up a snake before I will a spider. But I like to see spider webs around my tomatoes and stuff like that because they're keeping other bugs off of them. Spider is a gardener's good friend, but we don't like them. But they protect our garden from a lot of stuff. Yeah, I hate it. This marigold right there, it just keeps growing. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. You can't stand spider. Yeah, I can't either, but man, I'll leave them alone as long as they leave me alone. See, the citrus is still doing great. Citrus is still doing great. Figs not. You can see they all drooping down. And I just had to throw water on the ground over here, boy, because maybe they'll bounce back. I was running, and someone told me, leave them alone. I have to put some diatomaceous earth on this. Look at this. Never seen this before either. See, no insect or nothing in it, but the bark is splitting. I don't know what's causing that. I seen some of my apple trees like that too. That's the first year I ever seen something like that. It's totally different this year from most years. And it's the white guava. See, the flower buds don't get as big as in pink guava. None of these have opened yet, but it's got a lot of them on it. It's got a lot of them on it, but none of them's open yet. All them figs ready to go. Now I got blue concords too. These three right here, Celeste. That's a brown turkey here. Blue concord grapes. Three in the front is Olympians. And I got another Niagara grape over there. My guava's always, it's the Miwok guava. Miwok, kumquat. It's always flower. It's in the 90s there. They got up to 98 here with the heat index. They said 106. Yeah, you can tell it. Look at my grass. You can see the grass. It's just burning, dying. Over here by my pole apples, I ain't watered over here nothing. They losing leaves like crazy. Cause it's just so dry here. It's just so dry. It's so dry. Still getting a lot of Barbados cherries though. Still getting a lot of Barbados cherries. Them things still. That Moore's Blood orange, it still only got 2 oranges. It had some more flower buds on them, but they fell off. But I was expecting that. Musul Kumanatas banana was that pup that came up. I took off. That's that pup that came up. I took off. Yeah, most stuff's just dry. You know, I throw a bunch of potash and stuff around my bananas. You know, bananas, they like that potassium. So I try to give them as much potash. I burn a lot of wood all the time. I'm always burning wood and debris and stuff that falls from them trees up there. I'm always burning stuff, so I utilize it. I utilizing banana leaves for mulch, fertilizer, and compost. These are my peach trees, the big ones. You can see some of their leaves was even yellowing and falling off. Because it's just so dry. It's so dry. Even the comfrey laying down. That crepe myrtle has came along this year, boy. It's looking really good. These bananas I need to move. Rose bush. That's a pink dinner plate hibiscus. Most of the blooms keep falling off because it's just dry. That's the crimson hibiscus right there. Some people call it cranberry hibiscus. I don't know if that's the same thing as ours or not, because when she got this one, it said crimson. But it was like, I don't know, this thing been in the ground about 8 years here. Even the pears, and the pears stay in the shade a lot. So I got this big tree right up here to shade them, but you can even see by the pears how dry it is. Them leaves just turning yellow, falling off. Even the kefir, and it's mulched into heaven. And I keep them all mulched. I re-mulch them every year. But you ain't getting no rain, then Hey, what can you do? This year's been different. This year's been different. So how's it going for y'all? How y'all garden going? I'm stubborn, but I'm a newbie. Right, it's too dry. Yeah, it ain't the same. It ain't the same as it used to be anyway. Yeah, it ain't the same as it used to be anyway. Just one Ellen. How you doing? Stopped in to say hi. I appreciate it. Yeah, I ain't gonna be on here long. I just seen when nobody live. I ain't been live in a while, so I get on here and do something. Dry getting ready to start seeds for the fall. Got to water this afternoon. Yeah, I got to water again. I watered when I got home. In the mornings, I ain't got time. It's too dark. I can't water nothing out here. Even though I got lights out here everywhere, but it's still just too dark. Backyard garden flow. What's going on? Yeah, when it's hot and dry like this too, you start taking more damage from insects and all of that because your plants are stressing out. The bananas and the citrus and the guavas pretty much drunken chef. What's going on? Tapping in to show some support. I appreciate it. I know I don't do scheduled lives no more like I was doing Get It Off Your Chest and the kickoff. I don't know, maybe this fall I can be able to bring them shows back if people want to see them, but if not, then hey, I'll find something else. Going with Hudson. What's going on, family? My Tennessee family. That's I didn't even know it was so many people from Tennessee on YouTube until I started meeting some of y'all. Who is Mary Grow with Me, 1964. Growing with Hudson. Kicking with the Roots. Uh, Drea. Man, I didn't know so many people from Tennessee on here. It's amazing. Oh, I don't know if y'all watch it or not, but I watch it. Angie Busy Bees. She's another one from Tennessee that's on here. So y'all in the same predicament with me. It's just hot. It's dry. It's miserable. You always got to water. Even though, glad to know my Tennessee folks. Yes, sir. Me too. Me too. Even though it's hot, dude, I'm still out here all the time. I'm out here all the time. The heat does affect me. It affects me year and year more every year because the older you get. I'm supposed to be getting sinking hot here about in Pennsylvania till the end of the week. Then back to decent weather. Last week we was in the 80s. Yeah, it was in the 80s. It was getting up some mornings in the 50s, in the high 50s. But man, this week is totally different. I think it changed Thursday here. I think it started getting back up into the 90s with the humidity here Thursday. We got one little pop up shower, like I think it was Tuesday when I got off work, lasted for like all a bit of 8 minutes, and it wasn't even raining that hard, just barely. It wasn't even enough to get the ground wet. The road didn't stay wet number a minute. They do that video. Guess what's thriving in 105 degrees like I did last year? But this year, the only thing it's gonna be is the citrus and the guavas. I don't know. I don't know. Figs. Most of the figs are still doing pretty good. The bananas is doing great. They growing like crazy. But tomatoes, pretty. They setting a lot of tomatoes, so I guess they doing all right. The okra is still doing good. The melons, they just now taking off. And we cut the yard on the weekend, so we sick of this heat. I know it. It's disrespectful. I know it is. This ain't Texas. Man, usually around this time of the year, but we still in the 90s this time of the year? I don't even think so. I think this time of the year, our highs is in the mid 80s. I might be wrong. Next season, I want to organize a food exchange amongst us here in Tennessee. I went to the farmer's market and was like, I got fam on here. Yes, sir. I think that's what Angela Beasley B does. I think she takes her stuff to the farmer's market. I think she's down in the Ville too. To me, I'm like 30 minutes from the Ville. I was thinking July, August. Well, I got so much stuff. As far as some stuff didn't do good, like as far as tomatoes, last year tomatoes did a lot better than this year so far. But last year I planted most of my tomatoes from seed that I had. This year I had to buy most of them, man. And I bought them right down the road from this little man. He owns his own little greenhouse, and he sells his a tray of 6 for like $2. I mean that's not bad. Cause most of mine when I went to Savannah, Georgia, it got cold a few nights and it killed most of my start. Growing what I eat, I appreciate it, bro. Let me see you. I won't sing that same song. Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. 'Cause I seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. You wipe away those grins. I know where you been, and it's all been a pack of lies. Hannah, thanks for coming. First time catching you live. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm doing stuff. I'm trying to expand. I know I ain't got too much to expand, but my grape area, I gotta expand. So I'm gonna expand it up more on both sides, on this side and this side, because these grapes is growing like crazy, and I want to capitalize and get a lot more grapes than what. I mean, I get a lot of grapes as it is. You connect. I appreciate it. CC Texas Garden. No, I'm glad it ain't Texas hot. If it ain't Texas hot, I'm gonna have to move somewhere else, boy. I can't stand that. I can't stand that. It's too hot. You know, I'm a grower, so I would like to be able to put my citrus in the ground, but man, no, I'm Tennessee. I don't think I wouldn't want to live nowhere else besides Tennessee. I was born here and I'm gonna die here. Bury me in Tennessee. That's where my roots. How that song go? Just bury me in Georgia, but I ain't saying it. Bury me in Tennessee, where my roots run deep, underneath the cedars. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Underneath them cedars. Let me rest in peace. As if when I die, put me in that grave and remember what I told you. When I die, bury me in Tennessee. Let me rest in peace. Yeah, nah, forget. It's too hot in Texas for me, man. There was a guy at work today. He said he was in Texas for the weekend. He said it was like 110, 115 degrees down there where he was. And he said his brother was in Arkansas. He said it was 118 down there. I was like, good Lord. It don't matter, man. I'll be 50 next year. Sure will. And I feel it too. You never know when it's your time, man. It's people younger than me that I went to school with that I used to kick it with. It's gone now. My nephew just passed a couple weeks ago. He was 31. Stepdaughter's in Arizona. They're like 115. Yes, sir. Good Lord. You having to expand your garden. I keep adding. Latest edition. Jamaican cherry. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I've never seen one of them before. That's life, man. The older you get, man, you'll deal with death a whole lot better. But it's still, man, it's still sad to see somebody that young, couple little kids, just gone, man, just gone. She is sunshine. You know, my sister had him when she was young. He was what, 2 years older than my son. My son is 29. Yeah, he's 2 years older than my son. My son will be 30 in September. That's one of my nephews on my daddy's side, by my sister on my daddy's side. So I didn't really know he was my daddy till I was 32, so I didn't really get to spend much time with him. And he made a lot of bad choices. He was in and out, in and out, in and out, incarceration, streets. Streets get a hold of you, boy. Then you just spend more time in and out of incarceration than out here being free. Dude, I can't do it. Tell you, when I did that weekend, well, I had to slow down. No, sir, I was tired of going back and forth to jail. That ain't for nobody. Then when you see your own kid crying because you going to jail, oh, she all right. You see your own kid crying because you going to jail, dude, that's going to make you change a lot, man. I'm telling you. That boy saved my life. Get away from that city, get out here in the country, stay away from that fast life, boy. That ain't for me no way. Back when you're young, you'll do a lot of dumb stuff, man. You young, you do a lot of dumb stuff. But once you get older, you see it ain't the life you want, man. It ain't the life you want. I don't want to be out ripping and running, worrying about the police and stuff, kicking in my door and coming to my job. Yeah, thank God for change. We live and we learn. We do. We do. We do. We live and we learn. You know, you try to tell some of the younger ones, you try to tell some of the young ones, and most of the time they don't want to hear it, man. They just got to learn it. They got to learn it on their own. Like that sign say, you can feed a person, but you teach them to fish, it'll be a lot better. You can lead a fish to water, but you can't make it drink. Something like that. It's crazy. The world we're living in is crazy. And it seems like his weather is against us gardeners, man. Good Lord. This time, spring, this message was hell for review. The spring and beginning of summer, man, we got flooded with rain. Flooded with rain. You have to let your thug life go. I don't think you ever been a thug, CC. You don't look like a thug to me. What? People say that about me too. I was all in them street life too. That's what that blue. That's my nickname, but that's also what I represented growing up. get out of that fast life, especially when you have kids. Jesus still does miracles every day. Every day. I'm trying to tell you, every day. We see it every day. Gotta wake up and think it. It's so hot down in Texas to be doing anything. I don't know how nobody do nothing crazy in Texas. Boy, it's too hot. It is too hot. I know them people down there when that hurricane and stuff came through that was out power for a while. Boy, I was praying for y'all. I was praying for y'all. No one reviews your thug life more than your family. You want to put hands on somebody a couple of weeks ago. I had to call one of my cousins to talk to me that. I swear, you use your head more too, man. You use your head more. People will test you. People will test you. Man, you gotta use your head, dude. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth going back and forth. I mean, unless they put their hands on you. Somebody put their hands on you, you gotta do what you gotta do. But other than that, man, it's just best to get away from that. Because, man, life's too short to be in and out of jail. Life's too short to keep going in and out of jail. You don't look like you had an inch of thugness. And your parents even used to tell you that when you're growing up. They can say whatever they want to you, boy. Don't let them put their hands on you. They better not put their hands on you. My mom was the type of mama too, man. If you came home crying, talking about somebody done did this, man, she finna send you right back out there and go fight again. If you came back in crying again, she finna whoop you. And send you right back out there. We can paint it. Just starting to get hot here in Southwest Michigan. Today kids went back to school. They just not going back to school down there? I got some family up there in Michigan. I ain't been up there in forever. I'll never forget it. The last time I went to Michigan, dude, I wasn't even driving yet. So I think I was like 14, 15 years old. And it was a family reunion. And we had some people down there, and we walked with our cousins down to the little store because we was trying to get us a beer. He was going to buy us a beer. He was older. He was going to get us a beer so we could drink. Man, we seen a dude get gasoline thrown on him right there in front of the store and set on fire. They try to rob him down there. I was like, oh my goodness, boy. I thought Lebanon and Nashville were bad. They gonna get back here. I have to get back to Lebanon. My in-laws just moved to Michigan from GA and was shocked that school just started. Yeah, the school started back here the 1st of August. I think it's the first of August. I think it's the first day. I'm not for sure. I think it was around the first day. It was cold last week. Last week was in the mid 80s. Some mornings when I got up, it was like in the mid 50s. This week, that all changed last Thursday, boy. It was good for about 3-4 days, and that changed. Same for us. My baby been in school a month. Yeah. That's my hometown. I'm the only one that's left Michigan. Yeah, it's wild out there in Michigan. It's wild everywhere though. It's like you can't go nowhere and have fun no more. It's hard to. I mean, you always gotta watch your back. You want to go somewhere and have some drinks, you gotta watch your back. You can't have fun like you used to. That's why I'm missing bonfire days. Them bonfires and them keg parties. Them the days I miss. People don't even socialize no more. We do more socializing on here, on YouTube and stuff like that than we do out here in real life, man. I remember growing up, dude, every afternoon, it was a street that everybody, I mean everybody, young, mid-age, all went and hung out on. We had fun. We had fun. They had a basketball court down there. People mainly just hung out and talked. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would drink a little bit. But man, it wasn't too much fighting and stuff like that going on. Then, then crack hit the scene. It all changed a lot of things. People started getting shot, killed, and all type of crap. And they stopped making people hang out, and now kids don't even hang out no more, man. When we was young, every afternoon after school, we was got our homework done, chores done, and we was out. We was outside. We was outside to dark, kicking with our friends, hanging out. It's hard to get kids to leave the house these days. It's dangerous outside. These kids are definitely different than us. Yes, sir, it is. It is. And you know what? This stuff, this social media, even though I like it and everything, what's going on, but it's getting so people's not being able to take accountability because it's totally different if you get up in a man's face and talk crap to him than it is on his screen. You can say stuff to people on screens all day because you don't think they're gonna get to you, but you out here in these streets, you gonna have to put these hands up. Nowadays, people they don't put them hands up. They're gonna pull that gun on you. So it's different. Yeah, you gotta be. You gotta watch your kids. And it used to not be like that. I used to get on my bike and head out like 7 o'clock in the morning. As long as I was home before them street lights came on, I ain't have to worry about nobody messing with me. I'm getting on my bike, grabbing my fishing pole or grabbing one of my BB guns or something. I'm going hunting. I'm going fishing. I'm out all day. I ain't have to worry about people messing with me. And I grew up in the projects. The projects. I stayed out in the projects all day long. With no shooting or nothing like that growing on. Not back then. Every once in a while, and we lived in the projects and never even really locked our doors until you heard a escaped convict was out. It was the only time we locked the doors when we heard escaped convict was out. It's different. Totally different. Scary people out here. People don't like taking accountability for the crap that they take. They don't want to take a butt whooping. But that's one thing about taking a butt whooping. You can whoop me, we're gonna fight again. I'm gonna see you somewhere, and I don't care where it is. We can be in traffic, we can be in the store. We're gonna fight again. We're gonna fight every time so I can get my lick back, one way or the other. As long as you don't pull nothing on me, I ain't gonna pull nothing on you. But people don't think like that no more. People don't use their head. And then when they end up in prison or something like that, people talking about free such and such, or they crying, calling, crying all the time. Man, I can't do it, man. Should have thought about that before you pull that gun and killed that man. People don't use their heads no more. People don't. But it is hot. Fall garden, as far as the only thing I really got out is beans and cabbage. And cauliflower has to reseed. I got like 3 or 4 plants right now. I need to get them moved. Once they get a little bit bigger and get them where I'm gonna keep them at. And I put some turnip greens and some collards out, but so far, like I said, I seeded them, direct sowed them, and none of them has came up yet. Got to get this greenhouse put together. That area where I took that other raised bed down, right beside that other greenhouse is where that bed's gonna go. Where that greenhouse gonna go. I'm gonna try to keep all overwinter all my citrus and my guava in there. There's a few things I'll probably take in the house because I don't want to. Well, I'll probably take all of my guavas in there. The Mexican cream guava that I got this year, that pink guava because it got flowers on it. The white guava, definitely going in the house. That Barbados cherry going in the house. And that Morris blood orange is going in the house. All that stuff is going in the house because I don't want that to take no damage. But everything else is probably going to be in that new greenhouse. I'm hoping that greenhouse will give me a good start for next year. See how it's going to do. It's with pollen. It's not one of them freaking green ones. Them green ones here don't work. I don't know what you call them greenhouse, but they don't work. So I'm gonna see if this polycopper will work for me. But I'll tell as much money I paid for it. I have successfully planted cucumbers, tomatoes, pumpkin, and squash. Oh yeah, I got a pumpkin. two pumpkin plants. I didn't try no more cucumbers, but I needed to. I needed to because I try to set myself a goal to how much stuff I want to make each year. And for this year, I wanted to make 25 jars of pickles. Well, I didn't get that. The cucumbers started dying off a lot faster, and I didn't resow them. So I only ended up getting, I think I ended up with 9 or 10 jars. So very short of what my quote was. And I hate that. Tomatoes, last year, I think we ended up with 50 or 60 pounds of tomatoes. Besides the one I didn't get the way that she ate. So yeah, we had a lot of tomatoes last year. This year it's different. Well, like I said, it ain't the ones I grew last year. These are the ones I purchased. They ain't the ones I grew from seed. So they're not getting as big. Last year we had them big pound tomatoes. We had them pink Belgiums. I got pink ladies this year. We had Goliaths. The Goliaths is the only ones that I really got that I had last year. Well, Jet Stars. I got Jet Stars again. Miss Garrett, how you doing today? San Marcelo's, they've been producing a lot, and they started a lot earlier. They more of a sauce tomato. But for me, I just don't like them. I don't like them. They too inconsistent. To me, they split a lot. They split a lot. It's like you just got to get the perfect right amount of water on them. And when all of them was ripening, this one was getting a bunch of rain, so they was splitting like crazy, left and right. I was having to take them off way before when they first started blushing because they had a big old split on them. But I'm definitely thinking about somewhere else to plant the tomatoes next year. There's a few more fig trees that I want, but I got some fig trees that I gotta get rid of. And that Desert King fig, it does not ripen main figs. Yeah, main crop figs without the fig walls. Cause all the ones that I got from new growth from this year is the main crop, and all of those rotted and fell off. So it's got to have the fig walls to ripen those. The only thing, if I can't protect it enough to be able to keep it to get some braver, then I'm probably finna let that go too. Got to see how it does this year. It's the second year it's been in the ground, and it's growing large. It's like 7 foot tall now. But we'll see. And I don't plan on covering them figs this year either. I'm probably gonna insulate them with straw and probably wrap them with barrel wrap because I got a bunch of barrel wrap I caught on sale a couple years ago. That's what I planned on doing a couple years ago. Never did it. So I purchased this greenhouse and put them in this little greenhouse, and that don't work at all. Even with the frost stand off the top of them, they still died back. All of them still died back to the ground. You gonna bring yours in? Yeah. I got a black Michigan that I rooted. It was a little cutting. Well, actually, my dog ran over and broke a piece off of it. So I just stuck it in a pot, and now this 1/2 foot tall. It's growing pretty good. I thought about putting that in the ground over in my new fig row, but I don't think it'll survive here because it needs to be in, like, really it's made for zone 8. I'm 7. The one that's in the ground, it's inside a greenhouse, so and it don't even grow. It don't grow that fast either. It grows slow. I thought LSU purple was the fastest growing fig I had. I thought, you know, that Panage Tiger and that Violet de Bordeaux, them figs grow so fast. They grow fast. This Violet de Bordeaux over there, I was counting over there earlier today. It's got over 40 or 50 figs on it. I mean, most of them ain't even gonna ripen in time. Yeah, most of them not even gonna ripen in time. So it's got a lot of figs on it. Yeah, but, fall too is the times you want to start preparing for next year. Me, I collect all my fall leaves that I can get. Even go to my mother-in-law and get some of hers too. And I cover everything with my fall leaves. I cover all the bases up under my fruit trees, my blueberries, my garden. I shred all that up. I cover my garden. Everything. I cover everything with fall leaves. And when it comes back, when it comes to springtime, my garden, I just go over top of that with some compost, some fresh compost. Then I just plant right there off in it. But man, them leaf compost is some of the best compost you ever gonna get. And it's most nutrient packed than anything. I like how you have your figs set up in that tent. Yeah, that's one of them greenhouses. It ain't worth a crap. We put hay down in the winter. Yeah, I always put hay down. At first, when I put that greenhouse up, I put all my citrus in ground there and my guavas. But they didn't do too good. That's the year they died back. So I had to put all them back up in the pot during the winter and bring them in the house. And then that next fall, I planted all my figs off in there. But when I started off, that used to be my burn pile area. I used to have a burn pile there, so I burned stuff there for years. And when I started, I covered it with cardboard, threw down a bunch of my compost, threw down like 12 inches of wood chips, and I pretty much planted all my figs inside of them wood chips and compost. And they taken, they was over here, and I had a whole fig roll over here in front of where my peaches are. That used to be my fig roll. That's where my LSU purple was. That's where my Cadota was. My Celeste was over there. That white Marcellus was over there. The Violet de Bordeaux was over there. Pretty much all of the ones in the greenhouse, besides the newest ones I got, was over there. And then I pulled them all up and put them inside this greenhouse. I thought, well, I mean, they covered. Eric LaPointe, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. I had to sing a song. Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Hey, why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Say it again for the people in need. And for the people that ain't got nothing to eat. And for the people that ain't got nowhere to sleep. And for the workers like you and me. I guess living this type of life is low. Want us to work until I cast the door closed. Why this world so full of hate and greed? Only got one question, please. Why money ain't free? Yeah. Why can't you just give it to me? I wish they could. Dark X. I appreciate what he say. We can paint if you can take pictures of figs and tree leaves. We can simply identify. Yeah. Today I ate my first fig from the tree that was given to me 2 years ago. Don't know what kind it is. I kept it in the house in the winter. You don't know what kind it is? David Court with the crops. What's going on? King David is what we call it. Hey, your crown. Who was that? Somebody I seen today broke posted, but I seen them last week. And they had one was like 50 something pounds. But I don't know why that one didn't get. They had one last week or the week before. Same people, the one that had that 54 pound. They had one last week or the week before. It was like 50 pounds, 52 pounds, something like that. They grow some big melons. Brian Lane, how you doing? I got a couple. Well, I have 3 I'm watching right now, and they could be some contenders. We're gonna see. Barron Brown. No, not Barron Brown. Bear Brown, not Bear Brown. Who was that? It ain't something. I don't forgot who that was. Chicago Hardy fig to ripen. I don't have a Chicago Hardy. I got a brown turkey. There's some great gardeners out here. Itching to Scratch UK. Appreciate you coming. I'm doing good. Just got some heat. Hot weather, hot today and tomorrow over 100. Good Lord. I think tomorrow here supposed to be another 99 or 98 degrees with the heat index, 106, 108. Phew. It's different out here this year. This year, boy. This weather is crazy. I need some rain. My melons will probably swell up a lot more if we can get some rain around here. She's out here, SC, with that watermelon. Okay. South Carolina, yep. Unbiased, what's going on? Just sliding through at my grandson's football game practice. All right. Can't hear out here. Oh, yeah. Sorry, no sound. My iPad. Okay. Oh, understand that. Yeah, it's hot, man. It's hot. I appreciate them 26 likes, too. I know I ain't been on here much. I need to start getting back in the routine. Basically, man, I just ain't even had the inspiration. Double tap the screen to like the video. Yeah. Basically, I just ain't even had the inspiration to keep even being on here too much. You got too much rain. We had a lot during the beginning of the year, man. A lot of flooding, but now for the last couple months, we ain't really got much rain at all. So everything is dry here. Dry. Traded back on the 4th. Oh. We need rain here too. No rain in Texas either. Yeah. It's different, man. It's different. This weather is different. Usually this time of the year, we'll be getting at least one little pop-up shower a week or something. Or one every other week, we'll get a nice little shower. No. I said Tuesday, last Tuesday, we got one, maybe 8 minutes, and it wasn't even that hard of a rain. It wasn't even enough to even keep the streets wet for more than 5 minutes. It wasn't even enough to keep the streets wet for maybe 5 minutes. Well, North Texas, because Houston gets rain. Houston gets rain, North Texas don't. I've been watering them turnip greens and them collard green seeds, but so far I still ain't got nothing popped up yet. Even these carrots that I put off in here with that video I did with that seed kit I got, ain't none of them popped up yet. Not one. I keep it moist. Pause. Hello, pause. I keep it damp. Even trees that have been in the ground here 5, 6 years, they starting to suffer from no rain. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Hella pause. Got to get a lot more of these herbs pulled. And even with lack of rain, man, Bermuda grass is still growing like crazy. Man, that stuff don't stop. I don't know who come up with Bermuda grass, but it had to be some type of mad scientist. Had to be some type of mad scientist. That stuff don't stop. Nothing stops Bermuda grass. Yeah, hella pause, boy. Shouldn't say that. But tomato, even them Goliaths, they usually get pretty good size. Usually we'll start getting them about a half a pound or so. Now don't get as big as them pink Belgian giants. Them pink Belgian giants, they don't get as big as those, but they usually get about a half a pound. But this year, man, they ain't even getting that big either. What? The rain. We get a lot, and then most of the time I'm having to water them. Should have did what I was planning on doing, mulching that area in, because I cover that. I got tired of picking Bermuda grass from around the garden area, the annual garden area, so I just covered it with some landscape fabric. I was gonna throw wood chips over top of that, but I never did it because I didn't get any. So they not storing as moisture as they should. Hella pause. I keep saying that. That's a that's a tough year. I had one or two of those years. Too much rain in the beginning and not enough rain in the end. But the grass don't stop. Yeah, my grass stopped. The Bermuda grass don't. I don't know who made that stuff, but it was a mad scientist, whoever it was. That stuff, man. Even the strawberries is suffering, boy. J3, what's going on, bro? Strawberries, they lose a lot of leaves. They shooting out a lot of runners. But man, let me flip this around so y'all can see this little area. This strawberry bed. I don't know if y'all can see that from here or not. If I can zoom it in. This strawberry. It's laid over, needs to be watered. You know, I don't really water them strawberries. They pretty much in ground. So I don't really water them. But look at them. They just suffer. That bed I took up, because that area right there, there's the wood behind it. I got to put my new raised bed there. So that's where my new raised bed going to be. Raised bed, greenhouse going to be. Right there beside that hoop house right there. Yes, this year has flew by, man. I think every year the older you get, the faster time flies by. Because this year for me, it don't seem like it's been enough time for spring and summer. Where's June? What happened to June and July? That's what I want to know. What happened to June and July? Dude, I just worked that much that I just losing track of months. I lose track of months. Yeah, time flies. The older you get the time, the more time flies, boy. Time flies. The days are longer and life is shorter. Them days at work, I'm telling you, they seem long as crap. But once you get off work, man, once I get off work, it seems like as soon as I eat, I come out here but I do be out here sometimes a lot longer than what I should be. Sometimes I spend hours out here. You can see my blueberries, a lot of them are just suffering. No rain, even though they don't drip. I got my drip down here, but they in ground. So I mean, it's hard to keep. I don't leave it on long enough for them to actually penetrate the ground good and deep. Boy, that water bill is crazy too. The okra is still doing great. You can see. I don't even eat okra. Grandkids did though. You know, it's the first okra plant I ever had that got this many offshoots on it. Like 6 offshoots just on this one okra plant. And I only got 2 because we don't eat okra like that. I pick one for the grandkids and my daughters. They love them. Yeah, work, work, work. You finishing up now? Yeah. That's what life's about, boy. That's what we was told life was about. Mary Grow with me, 1964. My Tennessee family. What's going on? That's what we was told when we was growing up. Boy, you gotta work. You gotta work. You gotta work if you want anything in this life. And dude, like I told, I done said it many times before on my show. I started working at a very young age. 6th grade. I used to get up in the mornings before I even went to school. Went down to the store, swept the parking lot, took out trash. I would use a little money I get from Mary during the daytime, and I would buy candy, and I would take candy to school and sell candy. And then after that, I used to haul hay in the afternoons. And then I got old enough, I was on summer program, Start after I got old enough to 16, I started working at Ponderosa. I worked at Ponderosa all through high school. When I was on the summer program, I worked at school. I worked at the fire department for 3 years. And then since I've been 18, I pretty much had two jobs up until I say the last 5 years, I hadn't worked two jobs. But yeah, I worked a lot, man. The harder I work, the luckier I get. I wish I could say that. I wish I could say that, but I can't. Yeah, the, them the bean plants I planted. The marigolds are still looking great. Them yellow ones, this burnt orange one right here, that thing is huge. That's one plant. That's one plant. It done, the stalk on it probably about half as big around as my arm. Look at that mosquito. Just biting me. Didn't even feel it. I planted another sunflower like a month ago. And there's some mammoths too. My mammoths is not getting big. They're not getting tall. They setting off a lot of heads. It's one of the tomato plants I pulled a hornworm off of. You can see how all the damage and stuff on it. That one, cut one off of this one. That one back there. And that one little one right there. They ate that one down before I even seen that because that's in the back road. I couldn't really see it. And these I know I'm not, San Marcellos or whatever you want to call them, tomato. First year growing these, they looking all right now, but for most of the season, they'll get this size and they start splitting. They'll start splitting. Them is looking pretty decent. But they do make a good paste tomato. You see the blueberry right there? Just leaves just burn all up. Burnt up. Bananas is loving this weather, even though it's not raining. Bananas like a lot of water, but for some year this year, when it was raining a lot, they didn't grow as fast as they usually do. But this year, since we ain't getting that much rain, they growing like crazy. I work my corporate job usually from 6:30 to 5. Cut yards with a hubby on the weekend. Run the channel, edit, support, and etc. And a mother of five and 2.5 grandkids. I'm busy all the time. I know it. I know it. What herbs are you growing? I just shipped out some Cuban oregano, propagated 4 more stalks. I got all kind of. See, right here, I'm starting a new kitchen garden right here, and I got some rosemary there, some that big patch right there. That's oregano. That's Greek oregano. I love oregano. Oregano is one of my weaknesses. Every time I come out here, I gotta have some. They done pretty much took over them and the strawberries here, and on the other side, I got oregano over here beside my peach trees too. I got Greek, Italian. I can't never think of that other variety. There's 3 varieties just over there by the peach tree. And then over by the apples, I got my lemon balm, more oregano, chives have been in the ground for like 3 years. Thyme, I did have a 5-year-old thyme over there. It died. I got thyme over here too. And I got spearmint around front. I got chocolate mint. My sage plant, I think it passed too last year. Sage and oregano, sage and rosemary for me usually don't last. They don't overwinter good here. Yeah, that's about it. I got spearmint, chocolate mint, oregano, lemon balm, chives, rosemary. Yeah, because my sage died. So I don't have no more sage. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thankful and grateful to be living. Yeah. Yeah, but they lied to us when we was growing up. They talking about we got to do all this working and all that. They lied. I guess these younger kids, younger generation, they figuring it out too, man. They figuring it out. They figuring out they ain't got to work for somebody who know 50 and 60 years to make a decent living. They can make a decent living by doing stuff like this, content creating or just other stuff. They ain't got to work for nobody else. They lied to us. They talking about we got to do all this work, 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 work. No, we ain't got to do that. Yeah, these mosquitoes done came out. And I'm gonna jump off of here, get back in the house, see what these dogs up to. I'm glad I caught you live, Odom. It's always a great live. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. See what these dogs is up to. Let y'all go. But like I always say, if God be for you, who could be against you? If God be with you, whom shall you fear? If no one knows you, still his heart adores you. You are safe. You are loved. You are healed. Yes, you are. Y'all stay blessed. I'll see y'all again in these YouTube streets.